Hello, this is Christopher Gallegos. This is my second portfolio project. Today I want to look at the history and the relationship between New York and New Jersey sports. Just for reference, um, sorry, the location we're going to be talking about is right here. This is New York City, the boroughs of New York City. And then when I refer to East Rutherford or the stadiums in New Jersey, they're in Bergen County, which is right here. You can see very close together, but it crosses state lines. And this is just the tri-state area. And for reference, if you're interested, this is where I am down here in Ocean County. So this is something that, my whole life people have always just talked about. People from this area tend to, like anywhere here, tend to support New York teams in New Jersey, and then more west and south parts of Jersey support Philly teams, so that's just something interesting. Current New York teams that play New Jersey, the Giants and Jets, obviously, they share MetLife Stadium. The Guardians, which is an XFL team, also play in New Jersey, and then the Red Bulls, which is a team in the MLS. Former teams, the New York Cosmos, as you can see here, Pele, one of the best soccer players, played in New York. And then a team that kind of switched locations that I thought was also interesting, the New Jersey Nets, or the Brooklyn Nets. They started in New Jersey as the New Jersey Americans, then went to New York, then came back to New Jersey until 2012, and they moved to Brooklyn. The New York Cosmos is also interesting because they were the most famous American team. They played 1970 till 1985, and they played in East Rutherford, which again is right here in Bergen County. The reason this happens is because of state recognition. New York City, or New York, everyone in the world is going to know and be able to associate with things they've already seen. Whereas if you actually play in New Jersey, you're going to get cheaper stadiums, more available stadiums. There's going to be parking. It's just easier to deal with. But a lot of teams are hesitant to add New Jersey to their name. The Devils is really the only well-known team that does this. You could see NJ in the logo. But something I thought was interesting is, as you can see here, the Jets and the Giants play in New Jersey. Both have New York in their logo, so they get that recognition and kind of association with the city, but they play in, again, East Rutherford. A lot of teams don't want to add New Jersey to their name. The Cosmos, when they moved to New Jersey, they just dropped the location from their name. They thought it'd be better to just drop New York and just leave it as the Cosmos, then add New Jersey. It's kind of like kind of downgrading, taking a step down location wise, so it's better to just not have a location or just say New York. And New Yorkers don't want teams to move to New Jersey, really. In 2007, 3 New York assemblymen sponsored a bill that would require sports teams that play in New Jersey to stop using New York. this is kind of a bigger problem that New Yorkers have. A lot of people from, let me go back to the map, kind of this area, Essex, Hudson, Bergen County, even all the way over here, Somerset, Middlesex, even Monmouth. I know people from Monmouth County who talk about New York like they're from there. It's kind of I don't know. They view it as offensive when people say they're from New York when they're really not. They're from New Jersey. So it's kind of a bigger problem. Um, so yeah, New Yorkers don't want people from New Jersey saying they're from New York. Um, when the Jets moved, New York officials wanted them to change their name to the New Jersey Flowers, which I thought was interesting. Teams started to use New York slash New Jersey. The Metro Stars, which later became the Red Bulls. You know, they thought it's like representing New York, you're gonna get all the recognition. So New York slash New Jersey, kind of, you're admitting that you're not really from New York, but you're still representing the area. Also, the New York Red Bulls have New York. As you can see with all these teams, New York is right there in the logo, and you're not gonna see that a lot with sports teams that are in different areas, which I thought was interesting. So yeah, that's my presentation. Here are the sources. Again, I just thought it was interesting. This has always been a topic that has people in my area have talked about, so I thought it was interesting.